Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, one and all, to another edition of SoulsBorne Battle to the Death. We're going to pick two random SoulsBorne bosses, and then the two bosses are going to plant a tree, and whoever's tree grows the longest, or the tallest, and the best will be the winner. So this winner will not be determined for hundreds of years, so... I did not come up with that. One of my people did, and I don't think they're going to have a job very much longer. So, it wasn't a very good idea, Fred. Better start writing your resume. All right. Two SoulsBorne bosses in a battle to the death. The battlefield is cleared and ready to go. And on one side of the arena, we have... Sigurd has arrived to fulfill his destiny. He challenges the next combatant. Alright, so Sigurd has stepped in. Sigurd obviously is not a SoulsBorne boss, but Sigurd has stepped in. He is going to challenge a SoulsBorne boss right here on SoulsBorne Battle to the Death. This is a very special occasion. This has only happened one other time. And who did he fight? I gotta look now. Who did Sigurd battle? It wasn't very long ago. It was High Lord Wolnir. It was High Lord Wolnir on SoulsBorne Battle to the Death 43. So Sigurd has made an appearance on SoulsBorne Battle to the Death before. And I'm tempted to tell you whether he won or not, but you should probably go back and watch if you want to know whether he beat, or whether I felt he beat High Lord Wolnir or not. So Sigurd is making a special appearance here on SoulsBorne Battle to the Death. He is going to challenge the next SoulsBorne boss as we take this wheel for another spin. This is special. We all love Sigurd around here. Sigurd is best boy, as my youngest would say. He's best boy. We all love Sigurd. The famed Onion Knight. Wow, this is special. I feel very special here on SoulsBorne Battle to Death. All right. Sigurd from Katarina is on one side of the arena, and on the other side of the arena we have... the Taurus Demon from Dark Souls 1. Well, this is interesting. This is definitely an interesting fight. And I think I said last time when we picked Sigurd, or maybe it was in the verdict section, there's a few bosses that I would not give Sigurd very much of a chance against. Obviously, I'm not going to reveal whether or not the Taurus Demon is one of those bosses. But... there's a few that I think Sigurd could take, and there's a few that I think Sigurd would not stand a chance against. Much as I love him, and we all love him, but it's just how I feel. Anyways, I cannot go farther into that. My legal department has been on my case for giving away my opinion on this section of the show, so I'm trying not to do that. So we're going to move on to the contractually obligated bios. So let's have a look at Sigurd of Katarina. Sigurd. Everybody loves Sigurd. I love Sigurd. Everybody should love Sigurd. The Onion Knight, as he is affectionately known. Unfortunately, not much in the way of lore on Sigurd. But we do know that... along the way, he became great friends with Yorm the Giant, while Yorm was in the midst of his ill-fated rulership of the profane capital, and that Sigurd promised Yorm, before Yorm became a Lord of Cinder, that he would put Yorm back to rest if Yorm ever came back to life, using the Storm Rulers. So that was a promise that Sigurd made. And it was a promise that he intended to keep to the very end, which is what makes him the best. Along the course of his quest line, of course, you first come across him in the undead settlement in the tower, trying to figure out the mystery of the elevator that he needed to go down, but it only went up. So, you know, Sigurd is beloved, but let's be honest, he's a little bit slow. So a lot of times you have to help him through some of these things, but he is certainly someone you want on your side. I think we can all agree on that. After the elevator thing, you see him sitting and pondering a fire demon in the distance, and you will eventually cross paths with that demon up close, and Sigurd would not be happy about that, but he will jump in and he will help you. And then afterwards you guys toast, and then you move on. And then after you encounter Patches in the Cathedral of the Deep, you find Sigurd stuck in a well without his armor. Somehow he needs his armor to get out. I'm not sure how that exactly works, but that's what he says. So you have to go get the armor one way or another from Patches and bring it back to Sigurd in order to get him out. Next, you can find him in Irithyll, the Boreal Valley. He's sitting in front of a fire, having made a bowl of Estus soup, and he's sleeping. You get to talk to him for a little bit and then have a toast, and he invites you to have some of his Estus soup. So, just Sigurd being Sigurd, I guess. And the next time you see him, Sigurd is locked in the Irithyll dungeon, and you have to go, obviously, find a key and unlock him. And Sigurd is very grateful after all these times you've helped him, and but he keeps saying he has a duty to fulfill very soon, and it will very soon become clear what that duty is. And then finally, in the Profane Capital, when you go through the boss fog to face Yorm the Giant, Sigurd will show up, provided you did his quest line the correct way. And probably one of the coolest cutscenes in all of Dark Souls 3, I think. Yorm shows up and says that he has arrived to fulfill his promise and let the light shine upon this Lord of Cinder. Be aware that if you have never done this before and you intend to do it, if you screw it up, Sigurd will die, as noted in my no level up run, where I got Sigurd killed. I was very upset. Not so much in the no Estus run. I did manage to save Sigurd there. So, yeah, I think one of the best storylines, NBC storylines in all of Dark Souls. And Sigurd is a worthy addition to SoulsBorne Battle to the Death, even though he's not a boss. But this is a gimmick spot, and I think it's fun to have Sigurd along, and I hope some of you are happy about that and appreciate the fact that Sigurd is now part of the games and can step in to fulfill his destiny as he is doing today. Taurus demons are lesser demons spawned from the bed of chaos, which is what was created after the Witch of Izalith attempted to create a flame on par with the first flame, using her Lord Soul. This flame of chaos became the seedbed for it became the mother and source of all demons. When Gwyn, Lord of Sunlight, and his Silver Knights waged war against the demons, the Taurus demons managed to survive that, and one of them managed to find their way to the Undead Burg. He managed to escape the ruins of Lost Izalith and make it to the Undead Burg. And that is where you fight this particular Taurus demon in Dark Souls 1. This battle is particularly memorable for the arena in which you fight this Taurus demon in. It's a very slender, it's almost like a castle battlement kind of thing, I guess. But yeah, it's memorable for fighting him. You have to fight this demon, this boss, in a tiny area, and it seems to be a thing with the demons in Dark Souls 1 that you have to fight them in these tiny ass areas. And yeah, it's not very much fun, and the Taurus demon is not a boss to be trifled with either. He can put an end to you pretty quickly. So, just another way that Dark Souls likes to screw with you, I guess. And there are many ways in which Dark Souls chooses to do so. So, yeah, that's basically the long and the short of the Taurus Demon in Dark Souls 1. As I said earlier in this video, and in the last video that Sigurd was in, there are a few bosses I would give Sigurd a chance against, and there are other bosses that I would not give Sigurd a chance against. And I must preserve the integrity of SoulsBorne Battle to the Death. I even did that when I myself was picked as a competitor against Yorm the Giant, and I had to admit that I could not defeat Yorm the Giant. So, which is very painful to do, I might add. So, you know, I gotta do what I gotta do here. And, when it comes to Sigurd and the Taurus Demon, it is of my opinion that Sigurd could take the Taurus Demon. Sigurd could take the Taurus Demon, I think. We saw him beat a stray demon, I think it was, in Dark Souls 3. Well, you kind of helped him, or maybe you didn't help him, I don't know. But Sigurd could hold his own against a stray demon. I think he could take the Taurus Demon. I don't think there's any reason to think that he can't. So, yeah, I think Sigurd could pull off the victory here. So I think, well, I'm spoiling the outcome of the last fight, even though I said you should probably go check it out if you want to see who won between Sigurd and oh fuck, who did he fight? Who did he fight last time? Shit, it escaped my mind. Wolnir, that was it. High Lord Wolnir. If you wanted to see who would win that fight, you should go back and see it. But Sigurd is 2-0 in SoulsBorne Battle to the Death. So, yay, Sigurd! I think we could all, throw a party for Sigurd and be happy that Sigurd is undefeated in SoulsBorne Battle to the Death. But that is just my opinion. Feel free to leave yours in the comments. And with that, yet another edition of SoulsBorne Battle to the Death draws to a close. RobertBlanchardBooks.com. If you're interested in the award-winning Roar of a Dragon series, you can read the first 3 chapters of each book there for free. If you'd like to hear more about them, the Rise of Dragons podcast, wherever you find your favorite podcasts. My Linktree, my Instagram, my Twitter are all Bobby's World 2110. Mondays, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the Elden Ring No Crimson Flask run. A lot going on over there. Plenty of Volume 1 Limgrave, I should say. There's plenty left to go in that run, so I have a long way to go before I finish that up. And right here, right now, Wednesdays, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is SoulsBorne Battle to the Death, where we pick 2 random SoulsBorne bosses, and we pit them against each other, and then we do bios, and then I decide who would win. So, and then you guys can leave your opinions in the comments. So, yeah, that's what we got going on here. I love you guys, and I appreciate your love and support as always. Always a lot going on, but I'm always pushing forward, and I love doing this, and I love entertaining you guys. So your support means the world to me as always. So hopefully, as long as you guys are enjoying what I'm doing, I will continue to do what I'm doing. So that's just basically all I really got to say about that. So leave a like, subscribe, notifications, and all that nonsense. I hope everyone has an amazing week. Be well, stay safe, and as always, it's Bobby's World, and you're all just living in it. See you live, y'all. Bye! What's going on, guys? Thank you for checking out the video today, but I got a question for you. Did you know I wrote a book? Did you know I wrote 3 books? Did you know that they're all part of the same series? The Roar of a Dragon, The Treachery of a Weasel, and The Cry of a Raven. ReadersFavorite.com says that its intensity rivals that of the Game of Thrones series. Now, I personally think that's crazy, but it's not for me to judge. It's for you to judge. Go to robertblanchardbooks.com and you can check out the books right now. But wait, that's not all. All 3 books got 5-star reviews in readersfavorite.com. These books won the silver medal in the Literary Titan Awards. The Cry of a Raven won silver at the Global eBook Awards. So what are you waiting for? Read about Aiden's dream to become a Knight of Delmar. Read about his death and resurrection. Oops, I gave that away, didn't I? And read about his journey back home from 3,000 years in the future to stop the evil that started in Delmar. Go to robertblanchardbooks.com. You can read the first 3 chapters of each book there for free. And then, if you're interested, you can buy the books there as well. And if you've already read the books or you just want to hear more about them, you can check out the Rise of Dragons podcast. You can listen to it wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. And in every episode, I cover a character from the book, an event from the book, my journey into writing, and everything in between. Ripley, what do you got to say about all this?
Give me a treat or I will end you.
You know she's telling you to check out the books. Go to robertblanchardbooks.com to check out the books or listen to the Rise of Dragons podcast if you want to hear about them. That's all I got to say, and thank you for watching this video.